Good morning, everybody. Thanksgiving is tomorrow. You're probably already starting to get things ready. And we already know we're going to have way more food than we know what to do with tomorrow.
Yes. Part of the fun is cooking a little extra because then you don't have to cook all weekend, right?
Right. And then you have some different things to do with what you've already made.
Yes. So you want to keep in mind how to keep those leftovers safe, though, because you don't want to get people sick.
Right.
Over Thanksgiving. That would really not be a thankful gift to give them. So,
No.
So one thing you want to do is when you're cleaning up from your Thanksgiving meal, 2 hours is about the time period that you want to get things put away in.
So it can sit out for an hour or two.
2 hours at room temperature,
Okay.
and then it needs to get into the fridge or the freezer or wherever you're going to put it. When you start to put things away, you want to use shallow containers, not like huge, deep pans, because it's going to take forever to have that whole food cool.
Okay.
So you can put things in these, and you can actually send these home with people or throw them in the freezer for meals for a month or whatever you want to do there.
Do you hear that, Mom? Send it home with me.
Send it home, yes. When you do have that in the freezer, you want to make sure you label it and date it, because we all know you kind of look at things in the freezer and you're like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, where'd it come from?
So make sure you tell turkey 11/22 from that day. And then you also want to make sure that you're checking your temperatures. So when you're cooking your turkey, of course, you want to get it to 165. If you're doing anything like beef, lamb, veal, or anything like that, pork, that's 145 with a 3-minute rest.
Okay.
And any ground meats would be 160. And then also, when you have your leftovers in the fridge, either use it in 4 days or freeze it. So it's the 4-day or freeze rule.
Now you've got something here that you like to do with your leftovers after it's all said and done.
Yes, a turkey wild rice soup. Super simple. You could actually just have these things cut up already for you the night before, on Thanksgiving. Chop up a few extra vegetables, and then get it all ready. Put it in the crock pot and let it warm while you're shopping the next day or whatever. And then you don't have to do anything. So all we've done is sauteed up some onions, carrots, celery, and mushrooms, your favorite.
My favorite mushrooms. Oof, can't get enough.
Those are going. And then all we're going to do is in some olive oil. And then you add in some flour. And this is going to create the thickness to the soup as it starts to cook up. And we just mix that in. Once you get it kind of all coated all over your vegetables, you're basically just going to start adding the other ingredients in. So that would be 4 cups of broth, and you can use the chicken broth or turkey broth, whatever you have. And you're going to start to let that simmer. And then you're going to also add in your turkey. So you got about 3 cups of turkey here, all chopped up. And this is all just going to come together within about 10 to 15 minutes. And then to make it creamy and a little bit flavorful with the herbs, add on some parsley. And we got some low-fat sour cream. You could also do that Greek yogurt again. And then some salt and pepper. And you'd basically just let that simmer. Once it's done, throw it in the crock pot and set it on warm.
One thing I actually look forward to on Thanksgiving is the turkey sandwich after, in the evening time, when it's all cold turkey and all of that.
That includes every ingredient,
and it
right?
basically is just you put everything on bread. So I don't even know why I'm explaining it, but I'm going to go ahead and explain it here. You just put the turkey down as a base. You got to build a solid base with the turkey. And I prefer.
It's like a lot of turkey there, Kenny.
It's a lot of turkey, but that's the way I like it. I prefer the white meat as opposed to the dark meat, which is a little healthier.
Good job.
So,
yes, you
pat
got
myself
it.
on the back
you
for
got
that.
it.
Then just your gravy. You got to put that on there. Get the mashed potatoes on there.
This is getting pretty hearty here.
It's gonna get real hearty. Sometimes I have to eat it with a fork.
I was just gonna say, do you pick this up?
I have to eat it with a fork, and I'll probably just let it sit here. But then you got to add the stuffing, obviously.
Stuffing on the top of that.
Because when I'm eating this on the plate too, I'm combining all these ingredients.
Yes.
So they're enormous forks full.
Yes.
And so that's my enormous sandwich that is definitely going to require a fork.
Do you put this on top yet?
Well, see, you told me about the cranberries,
Yes.
which I never use.
I think that would add a great flavor and some color.
I'm going to try it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's kind of bland right now without
it's a lot of brown going on.
a lot of brown happening. So I'm going to add this for a little pizzazz.
Yes.
And definitely, if you do it this way, you're going to need a fork and a knife and a nap.
And a big mouth.
And a really big mouth. We'll have all this information about what to do with the leftovers, as well as Jen's recipe and my very complex recipe on KAALTV.com. Something to be thankful for. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.